Recording live?
Yeah, girl, we live. We live or whatever. Hey, everybody. Oh gosh, let me turn my volume down. Hope everybody's doing well. Pull up, take a seat, enjoy.
I'm confused.
Okay. I don't know why it's. Okay, so we ended off last episode. Okay, first of all, welcome, everybody. If you don't know me, my name's Elaine, and this is my cousin.
Heavenly,
Yes.
how you doing?
And we're going to do the review for episode. Finally made it to
Nice.
a live. Welcome. Could you be loved? Welcome, welcome. Yeah, so we're going to do the review for episode. What episode is this?
9.
Episode 9. Okay, so we ended off with Brian and Simone being sent home. No love lost for me personally. Just being honest.
No.
So,
No.
at the Tommy's Tavern situation, Tommy actually tells the guys that everybody who has a second choice is now going to explore that connection. I want to know what you thought about that, because personally I felt away.
Oh, I loved that decision actually. I was like, oh, finally. Because when you have two options and you're giving more time to your first option, you're stringing along your second option. I think this was a good way of saying, hey, like, is your second option really an option? Be honest with yourself. And then, you can cut it loose. I think that was the point of the homework. That's what I got from it.
The reason why
And
I felt away. Sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
so I was just saying, you can just cut it loose and be honest with yourself.
See, but that's why I felt away. I'm like, why can't you be honest with yourself and just know, like, this person is my second choice anyways? Like, let me just let them know and move on. Like, I don't.
No, but here's the thing, like with having choices, we're getting to the end. You'll still be like, oh, I want both of them. I want both of them. But at least if you're giving more attention to the second one, where like you need to like, maybe you can make that choice and be like, oh, okay, actually, I was fine. My first choice, or my second choice really isn't an option for me. Actually, my first choice is always number one, and then you cut it off. Like you're forced to make a decision in that point.
Hi, Milo. Welcome, Milo. Okay, guys, let's just get into the episode. Okay. So, the first date, Denise and Calfani, these two
Yeah.
have kind of been dormant as of late. So,
See,
yeah.
and that's exactly why you're still stringing along Denise.
He don't
That's
want
why
her. He don't want her. And he knows
but
that.
Denise has been strung along, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. These dates were very fruitful. They were very fruitful, I think.
I don't know. I
They
feel like
didn't have
he
to
knew.
do
I feel like
anything.
he knew even before this date. Like, this date didn't give him any kind of insight. There was no revelation from
Right.
this. That's why I'm just like, I don't know. Wasn't feeling it. The
Mm,
date itself was nice. Like, I like that they got to
yeah,
reconnect and talk about stuff.
yeah,
And now it makes sense that he has concerns about her jealousy, mainly because of the fact that his
work.
work is going to put him in
Mhm,
situations like that,
mhm.
on more than one occasion. So is she going to be okay with it? But my thing is, like, you already knew that that was a red flag for you. You already knew that you felt away. Why didn't you just say something? Why didn't you just tell her?
Um,
And also you should have told her why, instead of just saying, like, yo, I don't like when you do this. Explain to her why, and maybe she'll understand. We've learned.
honestly, sorry. I
No,
get it.
go.
No, honestly, personally, I get it. Sometimes it's really hard to like well, this is how it is for me. Something like bothers you and you don't really quite know why yet, but you know it bothers you. And then after some time, you're like, oh, okay, now I can properly articulate what is going on and like why I feel the way that I do. And I actually applauded him for voicing that and being like, the problem with you specifically, not in general, specifically. Excuse me, weren't you the same one crying over Calfini? Okay,
Who
weren't you
was
the same one
that?
crying over
Who
him?
was that? Who was that?
Wow.
Who?
Okay. This one was a huge Calfini stan.
Who
Look at
was
where
that?
she is now. But
Look, Milo
anyway,
A says Calfani's playing games with Nisi, and he is.
I agree. I agree, but I applaud him for saying what he had to say and finally figuring out his feelings.
Okay.
What did could you
Could
be
you be
loved?
loved says Denise is gorgeous and has body yada yada yada. But uh Calfani is turned off. Yo, honestly, come on. Calfani is turned off with her jealousy. I don't think him and Adriana have a connection either. I don't think they have a connection, to be honest. Like it seems very lustful for me. It doesn't seem
Yeah,
fruitful in like a long-term relationship.
yeah,
Yeah,
agree.
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, moving on. Rasheed and Alex.
Uh, I want them to work,
You do?
but
No,
because they're both good people, like solely
not for
because
each
they're both
other.
good people. But yeah, again, I'm not for the it's forced for
Mm-mm.
me.
So forced.
They
So
can be really good
forced.
friends.
I see that too. I see that too. And I like that Alex was able to articulate that she tends to look for wrongs in relationships. Cuz that's what she's I feel like that's what she was kind of doing with Brian. Like instead of trying to help him initially, it was more so like she's internalizing like, oh, here's another thing wrong with him, here's another thing wrong with him, especially now like listening to people like post the show, like talk about the situations. Everybody speaks highly of Brian. Everybody. So I'm like, okay, what was I missing here? Did he just like need somebody to be a little bit more direct and say, hey, listen. Like you know how Joy talks to Edwin? She's like, hey, you need some help. You need some help. And he takes it in. When people talk to Denise, hey, you need to dial it back. She takes it in. I think that's what was missing with Brian. Like she did it after the fact when her heart was already like closed off. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. You let me know.
I have nothing to say when it comes to Brian. Next. I can't wait for the reunion. I want to
I
see what
can't
happens
wait
in
for
the
the
reunion.
reunion. I agree. I agree.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe you have a point. Whatever. Moving
Okay, Edwin and Joy. What are your thoughts?
on. I really want them to work,
I
bro, but
do too.
I can see Joy's heart is not 100% in it, which is
Yeah.
so sad because Edwin is really a good person. And like it just made me remember how Simone was attacking him about therapy
Mm.
and he was like, okay, leave me alone.
Mm-hmm.
And then when Joy spoke about it and just the way she was able
She's
to
tender.
articulate it, oh, and he was like, you know what? I'm actually considering it. I'm
Mm-hmm.
actually thinking about it on my to-do list, and okay, are we talking about the date itself or like just their whole encounter throughout the episode?
The date itself, because we'll get to that.
Okay. Yeah, so I really just I loved
Yeah,
it.
I loved it too, and I love that like he's very receptive. Like he's an older guy, and I think a lot of times you think like you can't teach an old dog new tricks, but he's really receptive, especially when it's Joy who talks. And I think too like he's
Loved it.
been doing the work. He just needed like that extra push. So to have somebody else reinforce the thoughts that he's been having, it's gonna be easier to implement it in his life when he gets home. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that he's very open and stuff. I'm glad that he's also tender with her and like I just want them to work. I'm honestly getting skeptical of Jay, to be honest.
A little bit. I'm with you. Could you be loved said Edwin is draining. Oh, he needed to go to therapy before coming on the show. I think he'll be the next to
He
go.
might be next to go, to be completely honest. But yeah, he did need he yeah. Yeah. Milo A says, have Winter and Edwin ever tried a connection? Tried to connect. Have they?
Not that we've seen. Apparently, like
Yeah.
Simone and Jay tried to connect, and we didn't know about it. So
Yeah.
not that we've seen. And Alex and Edwin, we talked about how they could have been a match, and then they briefly passed over how they did try to connect, and it just didn't work.
Mm.
So that was yeah, they've probably tried it and we just haven't seen it. But
Personally, I
I
don't.
see the
Yeah, go
thought
ahead.
process. Sorry, I was just saying I see the thought process.
Really? Because I don't.
Mhm.
I don't think I would like them together.
Because if you think about it, Winter, how she's worked with Anthony has been very supportive and loving and like, yo, try this, try that, like just this like love guru or like love mentor, which is I think what Edwin needs,
Mm.
and Edwin's kind of the same way. So I see that.
Okay. Well, okay. Okay. Yeah. I wish they would have shown Edwin actually singing. I don't know if he actually was singing, but I would have loved to see that. Um, I just love that he.
Yeah. While they were dancing. Well, he was humming, like a
Oh,
low hum.
exactly. No, that's not what I'm talking about. I wanted to really hear him sing, but I really like that he shows this side of like the only word that I can think of is eternity, and I know that's weird. Like it's weird. Like he shows
Mhm.
like to me, I see a forever with those two,
Mhm.
and it's unfortunate that like Joy is already attached to somebody else. But I just see
Yes. I
forever
I
when I see
see
the
it.
two of them.
I see what you're saying.
It's
It's like that
giving.
old, it's that it's like that black romance movie and you just know they gonna grow old together. You know? Like
Yes,
you see
yes,
it.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
That yes. Okay,
Or
moving
or
on. Oh,
or
okay.
it's the old people, right? It's the movie about the old people, but you get their backstory, and this is
Right,
kind of their
Milo. Milo agrees. We see eternity with you two, so get it together.
backstory.
All right.
Can I just point out that this girl was all for Jay and Joy? But okay, we'll move on. Because I always
Where?
knew Joy and Edwin. But
Where?
whatever.
Where?
Go to the past episodes, guys.
Where?
Go to the past episodes. Read her film.
What episodes? They're gonna be
Anyway,
deleted by the time this is up. No, honestly, it's not even the fact that like I didn't believe in those two. It's just that Jay was giving me such a fairy tale. Like it just looked so picture perfect. But after this week, I'm just like,
this is
I
how we
feel like
get
Jay.
played, my sister. Stay awake. Stay woke. This is how we get played.
Honestly, I feel like
Hello.
Jay knows how to say
The right
things.
thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's great at talking and he's great at convincing
Mm-hmm.
you things. Like even all this time
Mm-hmm.
Winter was into him and then like the whole emotional unavailability situation came up and then it's like, dang, is he
We're
emotionally
going to talk about
unavailable?
that.
We
We,
here
we
right
can talk
now.
about that.
We here right now. Let's
Oh,
go.
we're here?
Yeah.
This day was so embarrassing. It was so
Are you
embarrassing.
not embarrassed?
I'm
Like,
not embarrassed.
okay, hold on. Before we get into it, Could You Be Loved said Jay's about his real estate business. He never leans in for a kiss. He always allows women to go in. Okay. Milo says my jaw was on the floor during Jay and Winter's date. Hello. I was hurting for Winter. Not because he didn't kiss her, but because it's like you took me
Empathy.
on this journey. We're finally here. And you're showing me that all of this was basically a waste of time. And now, like, where I could have connected with somebody else and I put my time into you, already knowing that I was your second, now here's your opportunity to, like, maybe put me on par or even surpass Joy. And you're still like, nah.
The producers did such a great job with all the questions, I think,
Yes.
because that question, I was just second guessing everything he did with Winter. I was
Everything.
like,
Everything. Everything. Yes. Yes.
is it true that he reels them in and makes it more real than it actually is?
And then
That's
he's
good.
like, I don't see that.
Um,
I don't think that's true. I think it is. I think
they
it
didn't know
is.
that went up. Your friend said it, boo. Your friend sold you.
Hello. I was so disappointed with Jay. He was
And
just doing so well for me.
and then that kiss. And I knew it was gonna be bad when he said, "I'm gonna give you what you want." What I want? What about
You
you?
gotta want
Give me
it.
what you
Yeah.
want. Give it to me. I don't want it.
Just a disappointment. He was such a disappointment. I'm sorry. I just
Someone so high, the greater the fall. You know what I mean?
You're right.
Like
You're right.
that was sad.
Okay, moving on.
No, 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 read the comment.
Oh, what happened? Okay, moving on to Rashid.
Could you be loved? You, my friend, you.
I'm not even gonna read it. If you're alive with us, you'll see it for yourself. Okay.
I'm
Rasheed and Adriana. Listen. Rasheed. If anybody has had a real good story arc, it's you, my guy. It is you. Wow. He's my
Yes.
MVP. He's my MVP.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm so
I
shocked.
agree. I agree. Floored, actually.
Floored.
And I just really love the way he carried himself. You know, he was really disappointed in how Adriana answered the question of like, oh, like who's your number one
Mhm.
kind of thing. But he didn't like get mad or like
No,
talk
he didn't.
ill of her or anything like that. He was just like, yo, I was just really disappointed, but I know where my priorities lie. We'll
Mhm.
just see what happens at the end. I was like,
Yeah, I was so proud of him. I was so proud of him. And honestly, like I don't know if he is actually growing or if they just painted him bad at the beginning. Whatever it is, like his story arc is so great and I need him to be the top 3. I do.
yeah.
Now whether or not that's with Adriana,
Ooh.
what?
With who?
I mean, probably Adriana at this point. I'm going to have to accept Adriana in the top 3 because I need Rashid to be there. That's the thing.
But Adriana's wishy-washy, man.
She
She's
is,
gonna
but I need Rashid there.
fine.
I need Rashid there. Okay.
She's gonna probably pick Cal Finding. That's the thing. That's the disappointing part.
And it is also disappointing because again, yeah, I know like production does certain things to sell certain narratives, but I'm really not feeling the whole we could build a life together from the two of them. At least Rashid, it seems like that's what he wants to do, and I think they're more on par. But like even when Cal Fanny talks about like I need like a mother figure for my daughter and stuff like that, like I don't know if Adriana's necessarily there yet. Like I think she's in the stage of like once I get with my man, like we're gonna explore each other first rather than fully jump into being in mom mode. I just don't see it.
Um,
I just don't see it. Milo A says, can we talk about how they literally dated before they did? Why are they working now? Yes, agreed. Yeah, I mean, I guess it was a timing thing. He was fresh out of the relationship, and
it's a timing thing.
yeah. Could you be love says Rashid is the most genuine guy so far.
Most okay, he's fighting with Edwin there. I think Edwin's been real from jump.
Okay, I'll take that. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, yeah,
Let's give him room.
yeah. Okay, moving on.
Mm-hmm.
Winter and Anthony. This day. Okay. All the feels. You tell me. What are your thoughts?
Can I also talk about the way Anthony talked about it in the men's powwow?
We're getting stop getting
Okay,
ahead of
okay,
yourself.
okay, fine. I'll keep it here. It was
Yes.
cute. It was sweet. He said I was gonna win either way, and I said
And
yes,
he was.
And he changed. I'm
Yeah.
glad that something from last episode sparked his interest or
Yeah.
sparked his change, you know? And I can't help but think it was all winter.
I think so.
When a man really likes somebody,
When a man loves a woman.
he listens.
Yeah,
He
no.
listens.
Yeah, he took
Really likes it.
charge. And
yes.
that was the only thing we were really missing from him because it's like
Oh, yes.
the connection is there, but you're too passive.
Yes. And I love how last time when they talked about it, Winter was like, listen, A, B, C, and D. And he was like, woo, I hear you. And it hit him hard. And
Yeah.
to see that he came back even harder, I said, okay.
Scooch in a little bit, by the way. You're getting cut off. But
Oh,
yeah, I really enjoyed
mm,
this. I enjoyed the fact that he was able to be honest with the fact that him not falling in love was not for a lack of trying, which was my concern. It was just that like he was living a toxic life, just fascinated with the high life, the micro celebrity status that he was having and all of that. But like now that he's going as Anthony and not Tony, he wants to be
I
different and he's giving
love
himself the
how he
opportunity.
defended himself
Girl,
on
move
that.
in. You're cut off.
I moved to the side even. Okay.
There you go.
Okay, anyway. And I love how he defended himself on that. He was like, first of all, I went by Tony.
Mhm.
No more.
Mhm.
No more. And I was playing football and all these childish things.
Yeah.
No more. No more.
Milo, what are we getting into? What are we getting into? But no, I loved it. I don't remember what were the questions directed to Winter. Do you remember? Take that as a no.
It was
Okay.
a good day.
Yeah, it was just a good day. Honestly, I loved it, and I thought it was just gonna end at the well, if you win, this is the kiss, whatever. But no,
I was okay. No, I was feeling a little salty because that first kiss was like a so
I
so
would.
cool.
I was like, if this is it, I'm gonna be upset.
And then he went to the second time and he loved it.
You go,
Loved
Anthony.
everything about it.
We support you, brother.
Yeah.
All right. Next up, we have.
Oh, wait. I also love how she said he'll be in good hands. I love that
Oh,
because
I missed that
she's
part.
not taking um the fact that he's never been in love as kind of like, oh, I don't want him. I hate it
Yeah.
when girls do that because it's like everyone's at different stages of life, you know?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's continue.
Yeah. No, I feel that. Could you be loved? Oh, okay. Wait. Okay, let me go back before we move on. Milo says, "Do you feel Winter is
Mm,
leading him on?" I don't think so. I think
no.
she genuinely does like him, and she truly was torn between the two. And now that Jay has shown her that his intention isn't really to be deliberate in pursuing her, that she's gonna put her energy where it'll be appreciated, but also like it's there. Like the connection is there. It's not something that they have to force. It's not like a last ditch
Mhm.
effort of oh shoot, like the experiment's coming to an end. Like who am I gonna be with? No,
Okay.
I don't think she's leading him
Do
on.
I think they're head over heels? No, but I think they're both very open to the possibility that it might get there. You know what I mean? So yeah. Whereas you see other connections where it's like Jay and Joy, they're head over heels over each other, and that's a full blown thing. So
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be where your hesitation is. I don't know.
Could you be love says I think Anthony and Denise make a better match. What are your thoughts? If
I
this was
see.
okay, go.
Okay, go ahead. Go
No, you
ahead.
go,
Go
you
ahead.
go, you go. No, you go.
Oh no, you
No,
go.
you
You go.
go, you go.
I see where Could You Be Loved is coming from. However, also take into consideration, Denise is not fully there.
No. And I don't even
At
think
this
she
point,
wants to be. Like, whenever she's trying with him, it's almost in spite of Cat Fanny.
hello.
So,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I think, like, it looks like they're a better match because we see a different side of Denise when she's with
Yeah.
him. Like, she's a little bit more laid back. She's not as high strung.
Yeah.
However, in terms of actual compatibility, I don't think it's even between the two of them.
Yeah.
When Winter is with Anthony, though, the reciprocation, I feel it. I see it.
Yeah.
It's intentional. Yeah. Okay. Joy and Edwin's talk on the couch. Girl,
This
I had
confused
to.
me.
Why?
Okay, so she said,
Okay, let me say
okay,
what I
no,
want to say before you
yeah,
burst my
yeah,
bubble.
you said, yeah.
Because what?
Yeah.
I really liked this conversation. Okay, I really
Mhm.
did. It felt like it was gonna be a breakup, but I just don't want to see it that way, so I'm not gonna say that it is. I'm not gonna say that it is.
And that's why I was confused.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, fine. I'll
Yeah.
take it then. It seemed like, when you tell somebody like, I wish you the best. That's a farewell. Like that's a goodbye.
Mhm.
So I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what? But again, why I love this scene is because Edwin again is receptive and is very open and vulnerable and allowing himself to fully engage and fully not let his jaded past, and he has one of the like hardest pasts in the house, and I feel like
That's
he
true.
would have the biggest pass for the rest of us to be guarded, and he's not allowing that. And he also had said too, like, I am here for you
Yeah.
at this point,
Yeah.
like it's just
Yeah.
you. That's the only thing I'm gonna try to work on, and if you're not with it, that's cool, all the best, but if you are with it, just know you have all of me.
Right.
Yes.
Do you want to people
What? That la line? Huh?
love? Beyond love?
Oh, the Ayala moment with no tears? What do you mean?
I don't think they were for this moment.
They weren't. You guys.
It doesn't look
I'm
like
seeing
it.
eye rolls. Oh, guys. I loved it. I thought it was sweet.
Honestly, I loved it too. I loved that they were able to say things without saying things,
Mm-hmm.
and just that connecting. Hello, if that doesn't mean y'all should be together forever, I don't know what else that means. But like I said, I was very confused because I thought it was a breakup. And then at the men's couch, it was a different story. So I was like, wait, I thought y'all, what? So I don't know. I don't know. I'm confused. I wish I knew. I wish there was a translator or, some subtitles for the unspoken part because I'm
Okay.
confused.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. Okay. It was a heartful friend zone. Oh my god. You guys. You
And
guys.
here's the point. Maybe producers were like, listen, like we have to keep numbers straight, but this is the point where I would have been like, Edwin, baby, go ahead and sign out for me, please. Just self-eliminate. Because that's what I felt like. I felt like they were saying, oh, I understand this is over. So for me, that's why it confused me at the men's couch when he said what he said. And I was like, I thought y'all were good and y'all broke up. I loved the moment. But what came out of it, I was confused. So,
Okay. Guys, I'm sorry if you hear background noise. It is what it is at this point. All right. So, yeah, Tommy's Tavern. Thoughts?
okay, about anything. Anything's free game. Okay, so let me look at this picture here. So, Jay. Anyway, so Anthony would, I wish he would have underlined that it was two kisses, not just one, two. Because he was like, yeah, I went for it,
You wish
kiss
who
on the
would have
cheek.
underlined?
Anthony. He was like, yeah, I went in there, full lips and everything. I wish he would have said, yeah, and twice, you know, looking over like, and twice. Hello. I love that he's also torn between Denise and Winter. Even though Denise is not paying him any mind, boo boo, I need you to wake up, especially being the type of person who doesn't want to get hurt. I mean, none of them want to get hurt, but especially Anthony, he needs to smarten up because that road will hurt you.
Definitely. I do think maybe he should ease up on Denise.
Yeah,
Just, huh?
100%.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Denise's heart isn't there. And it's
At all.
okay. When somebody doesn't like you, it's fine. It's alright. Story of my life. So you just gotta back it up and keep it pushing. Okay? You just gotta back it up and keep pushing.
Right.
Yeah.
It's true.
What else?
Um, Cal finally doesn't even mention Denise. I feel like this should have been a conversation you had with Denise, maybe.
Hello.
I
Hello.
don't know. I,
Hello. I was
and
so
and
disappointed by him. So
And that's why I
disappointing.
liked how Anthony mentioned her to be like, hey, like she's still a good catch, you know? But no, that was trifling on his end.
Milo says everybody's afraid to turn Denise down. Could you be love says Denise has been in the bottom 3 or 4 times already. Yeah, basically, like at this point,
Mm,
y'all just let her go. Just let her
yeah,
go.
yeah. I wish Denise knew more of what is happening in this circle because,
I
girl,
agree because when they see her face to face, it's a different story.
hello. Even her asking, "Hey, why am I in the bottom all these times?"
Hello.
I feel like that would be a good thing to ask because, like, Cal Fighting ain't got your back. The guy you're fighting for,
He
man.
doesn't. Honestly, I think that's what really upsets me the most. Like, it's okay if she's not your number one anymore. It's okay if she irks you and stuff. But like, to her face, don't make it seem like you have her back. And then as soon as her
Hello,
back is turned, you talking all
hello.
this smack. Like, sir,
Period.
no, I don't appreciate that. I take my tears
Period.
back. Ugh, I'm like
Yikes.
so over
Yikes.
that.
Who else? Rashid.
What did Rashid say? What about Rashid? Sorry,
I'm
before we get
having
there,
a moment.
Milo says, did she even realize she got the date because she was the second favorite? I think she was just too excited to be on a date with him.
Yo, let's talk about that. I was gonna big up. I'm dying. Are you alright? I was gonna. Okay, I'll just speak. I was gonna big up. Can you hear me, Elaine? No, she can't hear me. I'll just wait.
Why aren't you talking?
I was gonna talk, but you couldn't hear me. So
Okay.
anyway, so I was gonna say I was gonna big up the men for mentioning to their dates that this is exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And then it came to Cal Friday, and our homework was to be vulnerable. And she's
It's
all
actually
like,
interesting
"What
that
are
you mentioned that. I didn't even notice that he did that. I did
yeah,
not even
no."
notice.
He totally was like, "Let me tell you the other half of the truth." And and then Denise was all, "Oh, cut Adriana out. It's me,
Of
but
course.
young.
She's
I'm number
so
one." You know.
she's so blinded by this man. So blinded by him.
And I think that's the sad part because this happened also in season one. I know you don't remember the girl. You said you don't remember the girl, but there was this one girl, her name's Melissa. Very strong, very, and she was also blinded by a little player boy. You know what I mean? And I think that's the saddest part to have strong women like that be blinded by these guys who are playing. These guys who are playing. So,
Sorry, I'm gonna look up who
mm,
Melissa is.
mm. I forget what her last name is, but
I'll find it, don't worry.
LOL.
Just keep talking.
Um, I can't remember what Rashid said. Like I said, I love the way he's carrying himself. Really applaud him. And this is where I get confused with Edwin. Edwin's like, "Yep, Joy is my number one. You're not going to talk about the conversation y'all had because I thought y'all broke up, but apparently not." I think that's all I had to say for that. Tommy, this homework, I really appreciated it, honestly, because it forced them to really see, okay, which one is your number one? Because you can't keep straddling the fence. Granted, Anthony is still straddling the fence, but, you know, whatever. And with that conversation, Alex is gone. How do you feel about that?
I feel no ways about Alex being gone if I'm being honest.
Hmm.
I feel like yeah, her time was up. She really her time was up. Like I don't know what else to say. Are you sure her name was Melissa or Melinda?
Oh, is it Melinda?
I see a Melinda.
Okay, yeah, probably Melinda. My bad.
You're right. I think yeah. Yeah. Well, it is what it is.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Oh, the
Yeah, go ahead.
preview. Unless you have more to say about
No, I
this.
don't have anything more to say. You can go.
The next episode's preview, honey. This season three, and guys, this is
No,
season
season three
three.
is
Not
pulling out all
season
the
four.
stops.
Season three. Let's first talk about Denise telling Calfani we need to break up.
I was like,
And
girl,
him being like, okay.
what? And what's the reason? Is she trying to go back with Anthony now that Anthony's forging a connection? That better not be the case.
Oh, okay. Okay. Maybe. So I mentioned earlier that it would be nice for Denise to know exactly what's happening in these talks. Maybe someone spills the beans. I don't know who, but
That could be true. That
yeah.
could be true.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
There was something else. There was something else. Yeah, Milo agrees with you.
let's
Dang, there was
see.
something else.
Um, Milo, I think you're right, which kind of sucks because he's such a progressive person. You wouldn't want him to stoop so low, but I guess you're right.
What do you mean safe? What are you guys talking about? Safe face. What
Like
happened?
at the men's circle, whatever, um, Edwin was just like, yeah, Joy is still my top, without mentioning that they had this really deep conversation about splitting up, I guess. So I'm like, why wouldn't he say something? So I think that's what Milo's reacting to. I think that he might have just wanted to save face and just be like, oh, I'm still in the game, guys.
I guess, but I mean, like Edwin is a guy of integrity. I don't see him even needing to do that. I mean, okay, well, I
And that's
guess.
what I'm saying. It would be so sad because he's so evolved. It'd be sad for him to stoop so low. But I guess it's possible.
Yeah. Well, I wonder what the sad news for next week is, because that seems like
Yeah, I didn't see Cal Finey.
yeah. Could you be loved? It did look like somebody was crying. I mean, it did look like they were crying for sure.
Denise was crying for sure. They zoomed in on her face.
Yeah. Did
So,
Rashid spill the beans about the purpose of the dates to Alex? Or didn't Rashid spill the beans? Yeah, but she's saying that she doesn't think Halfani actually like said that to Denise. But I
I'm
think
thinking maybe Milo is saying that the news got to Denise somehow.
mm, so that's what you think that we need to break up is coming from? Maybe?
Yeah, maybe. Or maybe Anthony just shows her something else.
No,
I don't
Anthony
know.
better stick with Winter at this point. At this point, listen. Okay.
I don't know.
All right. In typical fashion, top threes. Now we have to go couples. It's the nitty gritty. You have to pick top three couples.
Okay. Is that all that happened in the preview?
Yeah, my preview cut off. I don't know about yours. So
Oh, okay. That's fine. Couples. Okay, Winter and Anthony. Anthony was never my top three, I don't think. So so this is big news. He really did something. So Winter and Anthony, Edwin and Joy,
oh
Rasheed and Adriana.
oh oh.
I've always been Edwin and Joy. What are you talking about? And I said Winter and Jay. Don't play me. Joy and Edwin have always been mine. It's you I'm worried for. Go ahead. Oh, Milo has his top picks. Oh, okay. Ah, that Jay guy. I don't know. I don't know. But
Okay.
I respect your choices.
Yeah, Winter and Anthony, Jay and Joy, Adriana and Rashid. Honestly, if I could switch out Jay for Edwin, I would. But again, like that conversation they had was basically like a bye, it's been real.
Yeah. Yeah, Rasheed and Adriana, I guess.
Milo says Jay and Joy will win. You think so?
Honestly, yeah, I think they will come out at the end together, but that reunion finna be something else.
This
It's gonna be
reunion is going to be lit.
would
You
it
hear
be
me?
like mediocre? Which
Naya
like
coming back. No, it's not going to be mediocre. Naya's coming back. Alicia's
right,
coming back. I
right,
mean, come on. Danny, who didn't
right.
even get a chance, is gonna come back. Like, come on. I have high hopes. I have high hopes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. No, I want to see how the reunion will be. It'll be a phased out love. We'll see.
What will be a phased out love?
Jay and Joy. So I'm saying they'll leave together, but that reunion's gonna be something else.
You think it might be a Tondi and Mario situation?
Yeah.
KG and Naya, what you want from them?
Oh, to come back on the reunion. We want to see them in the reunion. If that's your point, Milo, I agree. I
They're
want to see them
friends,
interact
though.
with
They're
each other.
friends.
They're homies? The way he talks about her on the recap though, or on these lives,
The way he
which I know
talks, well, I haven't been watching the lives, but in Clubhouse, like, he says, like, yeah, he hits her up. Like, they talk, like, it's whatever.
confrontation. I hope they're not real friends.
They
I just hope
are.
they're not
I'm
friends.
telling you, they are. Unless he's lying or unless he's like trying to draw us in to be like, oh, okay, like what? So I don't know. But according to Clubhouse, they homies.
They should because okay, here's another thing. I don't like that they're talking so early. Can y'all talk reunion and then after the reunion like everybody else? Like why are you ruining the fun?
I think it's because this year, like, it's a pandemic and everybody's like bored at home.
I
So,
don't
like,
care. I don't care. I really don't care. Get your behinds off your phones. Don't talk about the season. I'm still watching.
she said, I'm still watching. Yeah. Yeah. I really hope they really okay, it was retracted because yeah, I was confused. Yeah, no, yeah, that's all we have for you guys. If you guys have anything else to say, let us know. Other than that, I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Yeah, it was a straightforward episode. Can't wait
Very
for next
straightforward.
episode.
Yeah, I think one of the guys chooses to leave. Oh, maybe. Oh, well then why was Denise crying? I was gonna say maybe Edwin like self eliminates, like you were saying.
No, Edwin was there. Girl, I had to like
Oh, he was there.
rewatch and see who was there and like who could have been who could have been the cause of all this.
Huh? I wonder. I wonder. Joy wasn't there. That's why Could You Be Loved said. Joy
Yeah,
wasn't
Joy
there.
wasn't there either.
So
Joy and
Joy wasn't
Calvin.
there and Calfani wasn't there. Hmm.
Maybe they decided to elope.
I hate trailers. I hate that they're so like misleading. Like
Yeah.
that's my real problem with The Bachelorette right now. That's why I can't. I think I'm done doing The Bachelorette. Like I'm so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, guys, this has been great. Hope everybody is having a great Sunday. It is only 4 o'clock where I'm at. It is 2 o'clock where she's at, and yeah, we're just gonna do the rest of the day. So, as always, if you're catching this late, talk in the comments. I will be in there. I'm always in there, always responding. Yeah, that's all. Goodbye.
Bye.
this.